Welcome to the board of the Bantu. I totally miss my music. Welcome to the board of the Bantu, everybody, and we are doing coronavirus. Coronavirus. I have an invested interest in coronavirus because I intend to be traveling all of next year. I intend to be doing me. So, the latest restrictions to Southern Africa just killed the bitch, because when they first said they were restricting South Africa, I said, that's no problem. I be an African. I'm going to fly to Namibia and then I will just drive into South Africa. And then they blocked off Namibia too. Then I said, okay, still no problem. I still have Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique, man. I can still get into South Africa. And they blocked all those countries too, because they knew that a bitch like me was thinking like that. Then I said, okay, you're going to play hardball, world. You're going to play hardball. I get it. So I decided, okay, I will fly into Zambia because Zambia is sweet. Zambia ain't never done anything to anybody. Zambia is like this most peaceful country in the whole of Africa. So I said, I am going to go fly into Zambia, drive through Zimbabwe, because I can do that shit and still get to South Africa. But then guess what? They closed Zambia too. So basically, Southern Africa is closed for business. And according to the Canadian government, which I immediately wrote an email to, like, what the? It shall be closed until January 31st. And then they shall look at it again after that. They said the situation is fluid. And I just said, not fluid enough for my ass. Seriously. Okay, not fluid enough for my ass. So we're checking it out. And then incidentally, a viewer emailed me the 8 variants of coronavirus, and she said, you mentioned that, your ancestors mentioned that in one of the videos, that there will be 8, and now they are 8. But unfortunately for the viewer, we are seeing a few more. So we're going to read on coronavirus, how it's affecting Canada, the United States, England. We're going to pick England and South Africa. And this is the board of the Bantu. You can only see a little bit because I'm still not in my house and not in my studio. Okay, but I will be back in my studio soon. Time is flying and it's no longer so sunny out here. So this is your board, the Bantu. All 246 million of you. And today, for like the first time ever, this board is being run by my grandfathers. So I don't know how they're going to be, because they are pretty stern. They are pretty stern and they can be pretty cold. But your reading this week is run by my grandfathers and not my grandmothers. And it's going to be interesting. On this board, we do not accept anyone saying nasty, evil things in the comments to me, my ancestors, or anyone else. If you do that shit, you will be blocked. We need to foster a great environment out here because life is tough. Life is hard. So let's be good to each other in the comments. And let's watch and share and exchange views. And I think I'll also do how the vaccine is affecting, yeah, we'll see. Let's just be kind to each other in the comments. So welcome to the new subscribers. You have found us. The Bantu are the 3rd biggest African tribe. They can be found in West, East, South Africa. We're the biggest landowners. Even though of the 3 big tribes, we have the smallest population. We're not about the business of having kids, but we are about the business of ownership. And we go hard to own stuff. Okay? The Bantu believe in one God and nature. We have sacred hills, sacred mountains, sacred waters, sacred everything. Our religion is ingrained in our culture, and our culture can be seen in our art. Our art is all our culture. Everything that happens to you as a child, from the day you are born to the day you die, is the culture. We are raised according to our cultural principles, and they can and will be different from village to village, country to country. But we know who we are, and we know who we pray to. We pray to God, who is married to Mother Nature. And from Mother Nature, from nature itself, we get everything. We don't have churches. We don't have statues. We don't have altars. Because the whole earth is our altar. Everything on this earth is our altar. Welcome to our board. We're glad to have you. Coronavirus. Okay. Blow again. Oops. Blow. Okay. Blow. As you all know, I call the energy of Corona itself. I ain't got time to play with the big players. Okay. I call the energy of Corona itself. And according to the one who sent me the email, I wish I could find it. Hopefully I'll be able to find it really quickly. If I can't, too bad, so sad, because I don't, once we give our predictions, because our predictions are for years, they are not for, they're for years, they are not for just weeks or days. We give predictions for years. If we wanted to, we could predict these celebrities' lives for until the day they die, if we wanted to, but of course we don't. Okay, what would be exciting about that? So anyway, she sent me this from a newspaper article on COVID. How many variants are there, and what do we know about them? And there was Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Eta, Lo or Iota, Kappa, Lambda, and of course the new one, Omicron, all of her babies. So let us check out the parents. Coronavirus. 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 So, coronavirus has changed. She used to come, we saw a male and female energy. When they used to come before, they were coming as dark as a black dot, a black circle, and we were talking to them as a black circle. We haven't called them in a very long time, and this is the first time we're calling them in a while. And now coronavirus came in as a red circle, but this is a very interesting one. It's a red circle with another like star-studded, like stars of red, with the in between has got like shades of red, like blood spilling, red. Then it came into our plate like it was coming from outer space or something like that. I guess it's showing off, and then it went woo, and then it went oh. So now we are looking at a mass of red. Ladies and gentlemen, coronavirus is going to get worse. Buckle up. This is what we're getting. It's hard to believe, but this is what we're getting. It has changed, not because of natural mutation. It has changed because scientists have been playing with it. Instead of beating this thing, they have made it stronger. They have fed it and made it stronger. We're seeing hundreds and hundreds and thousands and hundreds and thousands and hundreds of thousands of scientists, white, Asian, black, hundreds with charts and studying and sleepless nights and what have you, and all they've done is make this virus worse. They were trying to split the virus and study it in its little forms. And then they were injecting all sorts of stuff. And then they walk out of those labs infected. And most of them don't even realize it. And then after that, they go home and they don't even realize it, because some people are just immune to this, as scientists are going to discover. Then they just like pass it on, and then it goes and goes and goes and goes. Literally, our problem are the labs themselves where they are researching this virus. Hello, Corona. They've given it a voice. The BH is talking. They've given it a voice and legs and a brain. Humanity can be its own self-destruction. They've given you a goddamn voice. Forget Omicron. Forget that. Forget 8 virus variants of corona. No. We're looking at 22. We're looking at 22. Some parts of the world are gonna die out, and some parts of the world are gonna stand strong. And there is no rhyme or reason as to why this will happen and why this is happening. So hey, I might as well just try to smuggle myself into Africa because this looks helpless. They are parts. Ooh. So what my grandfathers have done is they've taken the corona, the way it is splattered like an image. Then they've taken the image of the world flat. Then they have placed that corona splattering onto the world's map so that I can see who is going to be the most affected. Central Africa. Shit is coming to you. That would be the Congo and countries surrounding the Congo. Central towards eastern a little bit, you're going to be very affected. A part of South Africa, like the heart of South Africa, like a little bit to the east, but like the heart of South Africa, you're going to be affected badly. Like Johannesburg, I think, Joburg, where I used to party in my 20s. Joburg, you're going to be affected very badly. Zimbabwe, not so much. No, you just a dot, 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 dot. Botswana, for its population, yes. Angola, yes. Nigeria, yes. Nigeria, Ghana, the whole of West Africa to that area, yes. North Africa, not so much. East Africa, yes. Along the shores, yes, 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 yes. Then we go to Europe. Oh my God. A blanket of pure red in Europe. A blanket of pure red in Europe. There is no part of Europe that is untouched. A blanket of red, the reddest red. And I'm being told they are lying about their numbers. They're dying like flies out there. Oh my God. Europe is blanketed red. So let me swing to South America. The northern part of South America is going to be hit hard. And as you go down, down, down to the tip of it, less and less and less. New Zealand, you're going to be hit. Australia, you're going to be hit. Australia is really interesting. It's going to be hit like, the part that faces Africa is going to be hit all the way, like almost 3/4 of it. We're just leaving like the part that's facing somewhere else that I don't know, the opposite that's facing Africa. New Zealand, you're all red. The little islands that are above New Zealand, all red. Okay, let's go to Asia. Asia is interesting. All black. I'm asking, why is Asia all black? And my ancestors have replied that they're not going to get struck by the new variants. They're just going to get killed by the old ones that are still there. Except China, though. China is spotted, dot, dot, dot. Japan, all black. South Korea, all black. North Korea, not so much. Thailand, all black. Yeah, all black. They're going to continue to struggle. Oh, India, all black. Not my favorite country for the moment, but I'll get over it. All black. So they are going to just continue to suffer from the old ones. Then we are going to the islands. Jamaica, the most hard hit. Haiti, Barbados, Bahamas. I really don't know the Caribbeans that well, so I'm just looking at the names that I know. Jamaica, not so much with this new variant, but it's going to be taken down by the old because it's black too. Bahamas, Barbados has got both spots, black and red. Haiti, all black. Okay, so now to the United States. Oops. A lot of red, especially the southern states. The southern states are a lot of red. The southern states are going to be hit real hard. Now on to my beloved Canada. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't want to see this. Ontario, red. British Columbia, black. Alberta, black with a little bit of red. mostly black, pitch black, mostly black. And then after that, they are just spots, mostly black. But Ontario, southern Ontario to the south, we have the new variants. Red. It's red, guys. And Northern Ontario is black as it is going wherever. I don't know that map. But in the middle part of Canada, there are spots of red and black, red and black, red and black, red and black. I should check out Nunavut when I get off this. When I get off this, because that's where I'm thinking of running, Nunavut, because there were no coronavirus cases over there for a very long time. And that's your report from the metaphysical. So now, let us ask, coronavirus, tell me about Canada, of course. Coronavirus, tell me about Canada. Coronavirus, tell me about Canada. There have been deaths and deaths. A large number of people have gone, and still the same. Like right now, we are losing a lot of people. Always when I look at my country's coronavirus, there's always like, let's work harder, let's try. So they had succeeded to some point. I'm sitting in the middle. They have succeeded in the middle so far. But this variant and other variants that we are feeling that are coming is going to tilt us backwards. It's going to be a losing game for a long while. And then it's going to be 50-50. And then finally we'll get through it. I don't know if this is true or not, but really what they're saying here is pretty much everybody is going to get coronavirus at one point or another of their lives. Pretty much everyone. However, they're going to defeat the dying with time. They're really working hard at making a mess of things, but out of the mess of things, they're going to defeat the dying. That was the thing about Omicron that we kept seeing, that they didn't want the world to know about it, and then some foolish scientist announced it, right? Because they wanted you know what I'm saying? Some foolish scientist announced it. So they have known about this thing for a very long time. Okay, so then this is what we have here. Canada is going to suffer a lot of losses between now to a year or two from now. And then after that, they'll struggle through it, but they're going to suffer heavy duty losses. Okay. All right. Whoever wanted the herd immunity thing, well, there you got it. Okay, now let's go to the United States. America. Coronavirus, show me America. There will be a lot of civil unrest in America. There will be a lot of civil unrest because of coronavirus. Because people are not going to accept the changes that are coming, and there are more changes that are coming than before. People are not going to accept them. And then people are still going to fight vaccination, right? And there will be a lot of unrest. And so, coronavirus, show me America. Coronavirus, show me America. Coronavirus, show me America. Show me America, Corona. Okay, so America had actually leveled out when it comes to deaths, and they had actually succeeded. They had succeeded, but they are going to face a great deal of deaths that are coming because of a new variant. Whether they tell the world about it or not, a new variant is going to be born in the United States itself. And that new variant, I'm waiting for international translator because my ancestor has said, he has said in his language that it's like a bucket that's collecting mud, and the bucket, you dip the bucket into the mud, then you go whoosh, then the bucket is full of mud, then you're going to pour the mud elsewhere. That is what is going to happen in the United States. It's like people are the mud and corona is the bucket, basically. Eventually they will contain it. Containing is the best that they can offer. Okay, England. I choose you today. England. Tell me about coronavirus in England. Tell me about England. This country is, we'll just say what is coming to us, is never going to recover. It shall lose money, dignity, esteem, power because of this disease. It's not going to recover. In fact, worse is coming for the British. There was never a point when the British thought that they have aced it, right? There will come like a window period, just a window period where they think, yes, we made it, we did good. And then the pushback is going to be twice as strong. It's like your corona is going to be pregnant, no joke. Like England's corona is going to be pregnant in about 6 months' time. Don't get stuck in England. I'm telling you. It's going to be like pregnant. Like something new is being born in about a couple of months' time in England. Whether they tell us about it or not is but that's something new that's going to be born, is going to have devastating consequences on the British. Okay, now let us do South Africa. Okay. Coronavirus, tell me about South Africa. Coronavirus, tell me about South Africa. Coronavirus, tell me about South Africa. From one region of South Africa, it will be infection after infection after infection. And this is the most interesting thing. I threw this and shells fell onto the other side, never to be recovered by my ass, which shows that South Africa is downplaying the number of its dead. Whatever numbers they're putting out there, they're a lie. Okay, but that's basically what we saw of every country. So what we have here, guys, is a circle. Like the same thing is going to happen again and again and again. But it doesn't matter what the world says. The deaths that have been taken in South Africa by coronavirus are the most. They still will be battling this disease with no success, but they have a very small casualty rate. You'll be seeing this since we started reading this disease. I'm going to read another African country. I'm going to read the country I was born in. Okay, I'm going to see if it's the same. Coronavirus. Show me Zimbabwe. Coronavirus. Show me Zimbabwe. Coronavirus. Show me Zimbabwe. Show me Zimbabwe corona. Show me Zimbabwe corona. Okay, so it is clear that the children of A are not listening to the, take precautions business that's going on there. Okay, they're not listening to the take precautions business. So they are going to, it's like they actually have their own variant popping up in a few months. They've also got a pregnant one. Yeah, I just moved it just to show you because there's really no showing here. Okay. Oh my gosh, dumbass. Let's see. Oh no, still the same. Okay. So anyway, they're gonna have their own variant. Okay, they're gonna have their own variant. They're not fighting very hard against this disease. They're really not. They're not even thinking about it. They may think they are, but they're not even really thinking about it. And they don't have as many losses either. It's like they are like the struggle continues and they just keep going. It's like a certain social class is dying of this disease more than anyone else. And when we put our hands on the board, we are hearing, the wealthy. They are dying more than anyone else. But literally, guys, what we're getting here of Zimbabwe, the country where I was born and grew up in, and where I am still a citizen, if they give me my goddamn passport, I want my goddamn passport. Okay. They don't care. They don't care. Okay, the future for Corona. Corona, show me your future. Corona. We saw this before and we'll say it again. Corona is going to infect everything on earth. The earth, the soil, the everything, until it is part of the makeup of the people. That's crazy. Just in time for one that is looking. There's another one behind it that's not Corona, but Corona is just going to become part of humanity, part of our food, part of everything. It's just going to become parts of everything. Will it continue to kill people? Corona, will you continue to kill people? Corona, will you continue to kill people? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. We are going to get the deaths under control. Only after a hell of a lot of people have died. A hell of a lot of people have died. We will be able to bring it under control. So I don't want to do long videos anyway. I am going to continue doing coronavirus for my Patreon. I learned that from all the other people who do this with the zodiacs and whatever. And so I'm going to continue this. I'm going to do vaccines, how they have affected society, how they will affect society, and what other. I'm actually going to go for it and see what other changes, other variants are going to bring, because Omicron has brought the change in humanity that no one wants to travel anymore. It has literally destroyed, the one before Omicron destroyed economies, and Omicron is finishing off what its sibling did. So we're gonna see if we can channel coronavirus again. But we're gonna talk about, look at the vaccine and how it might change and how we are going to continue receiving it. So see you on Patreon, people. That's part 2. This is part 1. It's all done. If you want to watch part 2, I'm putting it there. Okay. On that note, this was kind of like a depressing reading for my ass. Yeah. I can only laugh because there's nothing else for me to do. But on that note, be kind to yourselves. Be good to yourself. You're that important. Be good to each other. That's all we can ask of one another. See you all next week.